The SKX013 is a bit smaller than most divers. It's good for me. Wear it in the day, wear it in the night, wear it to a wedding, wear it in a fight. The SKX013 is a bit smaller, but that's okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Minute Watch, and this is the Seiko SKX013. And just like I horribly sang in the intro, it's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Before we get right into it, let's do the customary wrist check. The super legit Seiko Turtle, the green Seiko Turtle super... Oh, it seems to be dead. Oh, that makes me sad. So you know what? Happy face on the wrist. That's all we need. Anyway, Seiko SKX013. Let's get right into it. This is a mini version of the iconic SKX007, and it is just a spitting image, isn't it? I mean, if you didn't really pay attention, you might have thought that this was a 007, but it's not. So it's a smaller version. ISO 6425 certified, legit diver's watch. The movement is a Seiko 7S26C automatic mechanical movement. Beats at 21,600 BPH. Has a power reserve of 41 hours. Is accurate to -35 to +45 seconds per day. However, the ISO standard requires a deviation of no more than ±30 seconds per day. So the movement may have been regulated a bit better. Your timing, of course, will vary depending on how, when, why you wear it. And temperature and stuff like that. It's anti-magnetic to at least 4,800 amperes per meter. Excuse me. Oh gosh, my bad. There is a unidirectional 120 click bezel, which is kind of soft, not very ratchety, not very clicky. It doesn't give a very positive tactile feedback, but it is there. You can feel it, and it works well and seems to align very well. Let's check the alignment. In my face vision, is it good? My face vision is telling me it's aligned, but then again, I might have the Asian cross-eyed. Look at that. The camera says no. My face says yes. Isn't that the weirdest crap? I don't know, but it's not hard to align it. There you go. There you go. So anyway, cool bezel. There's a screw down crown. No signage. The case is 316L stainless steel, which is to be expected. The crystal is a Hardlex mineral crystal, Seiko's proprietary mineral crystal. Super lover. Like me. Super Luminova lume applied on the dial. The flat back dial there, and it's got a day-date combination to be expected. The white seconds hand, very cleanly done. Nothing really fancy, just a no-nonsense diver's watch. There's a little pip in the unidirectional bezel as well. So the case is a bit different than the SKX. I'll show you. There are a bit more hard angles on this watch versus the SKX. You can see there. You see where the top of the case is nicely brushed. It's very nicely brushed on the top of the case, and it goes to a beautiful polish on the sides. So then it ends at the lugs with a very hard cut and droops down to that hard cut. Unlike the 007, which I'll bring quickly right here. This is my mod. This is my 007 mod, but the case is the same. So you can see here the 007, it's a little bit more soft. All the cuts are a little bit more soft. The lugs go down one piece, and it's only got a slightly angled cut right there. Very small cut. Whereas the 13 is a nice big cut down, and just a little bit more angular. So I really like that. I really like that about this watch. It gives it a little bit more of a shimmer in various lighting. This is a very, very nice, cool little watch. Let's see what else you got here. There is a lack of a curve down. You can see here the side profile of the case. There isn't a curve down. I'm guessing it's because it's a smaller watch. There's not a lot of curve down. But I would like it to have just a little bit more. That would have complemented my wrist a lot more, and those of us with smaller wrists. But I guess if you're a bigger wrist guy or woman, then that wouldn't work out so well. So let's show you the case back here. There is the case back. You got the wave there. It's typical. This case back is typical of most or all Seiko divers watches. The actual divers watches is very nice. I think it's very cool. And this is actually the K2 model, so this is the export model with the bracelet. So you won't see made in Japan anywhere on this watch. The bracelet is the Jujubee. I mean, the Jubilee style bracelet, and it's a bit noisy. It's a bit loose. You can see it because it's doing the wave. You know, it can do the moonwalk and the wave, and I guess it's supposed to be like that. I think it's very well executed. It's not a very shimmery bracelet, but it is very sparkly. The centers are polished, while the edges are brushed, and we got the polished sides. Solid links, hollow end links, but the spring bars are very robust and are supposed to handle at least 45 pounds of pressure on each end per the ISO standard. So really robust. This should handle it. I'm just kind of worried about the way that the end links connect to the bracelet. You see right there. Pew! See, it's only those two little end links right there, and they are not connected. You see how they're separated like that? And I feel like if with enough force, you can just bend those out of proportion and something bad will happen. But again, ISO certified, so it should handle 45 or more pounds of force. So OCD, gotta get rid of the finger dingleberry. Okay, and let's see what else. I've got the class silvers, very well done. Typical of a Seiko in this price range. Not the greatest. Got the safety bit there, Seiko wordage, pretty nicely polished bottom buckle. Good amount of micro adjustments, but no diver's extension. I don't think so anyway. No, there is no diver's extension. I think that they probably felt that it wasn't needed. So all right, so let's get the controller out here. We're going to check out the measurements. So there you go. And well, we've already seen the turtle time. If you want to know what that is, go check out the search for I'll put a link in the bottom. Uncle Jimmy and Ted have their own YouTube channel. They haven't done anything yet with that channel, but they're going to. They're just being turtles about it being slow. So anyway, and there you go. Okay, so the case, I got 37.8 millimeters. Lug to lug, I got 44.5 millimeters. Lug width, I got 19.8 millimeters. So we'll say about 20 millimeters. And thickness, I got 13.1 millimeters. All right, so let's check it out on my wrist, guy. Did I just say guy? Let's check it out on my wrist, guy. All right, let's put it down. Seriously, guy, look at that happy face. Look at, isn't that from like South Park? Hey, guy, what's going on? Okay, so there you go. It doesn't look too small on my wrist, right? It doesn't look small at all. It looks, in my opinion, perfect. It's the perfect size for guys with smaller wrists. This will be a big watch on a smaller, like a 5.5-inch wrist. This will be a pretty big watch, but I think it looks perfect. The camera does make it look a lot bigger than it seems. In my vision, I see my wrist protrude out more, but look at that. It looks good. It looks really good. I'm gonna put the SKX013 on my wrist just to show you. Now remember what that looks like. I'm gonna superpose a picture of my wrist on that watch right there. while I put on the 007. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, boom, there you go. Okay. So you can clearly see that the 007 is bigger, but the 007 also fits very well. It's made to fit very well. It's a different animal. It's a very different animal. The 013 is comfortable because it's lighter. It's comfortable. I really, really, really like the 013. I just think it's great, guys. I think it's worth it. I think if you have a small wrist like me, then I think it's worth picking up. So let's do the Lume test, shall we? So I'm gonna put it on a watch sofa, and OCD, I can't put this side on it. I gotta do that. Now I didn't match the times of the SKX013 and 007. I know that drives some of you crazy, and I'm one of them. But this hasn't been running for a couple of weeks, so we're just gonna have to deal with it, guys. We're just gonna have to get over our fears. It's tears for fears, and there's a definite size comparison there. So it doesn't look like it's that much of a difference, but at the same time, yes, the F, it does. Okay. And I don't have a flashlight. You're kidding me? Yes, I do. I'm gonna use this Nebo flashlight right here. This is a Nebo slide, and this light is cool because it has a normal light, right? But then you turn on the other light, you got this crazy strip LED light. It's pretty cool. It's got a magnet here so you can hang it up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So Nebo slide. I usually use a better light, but anyway, let's just turn up the ISO to all 45 billion to reflect what I'm seeing with my face vision. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna blast it with light. It's reflecting into my eyeball face and making my pupils dilate and contract like that one time when we had mushrooms. That was crazy. Okay, there you go. So, to be expected. So, obviously the SKX007 on the right has a Lume bezel insert from the ceramic bezel insert LCBI. But the Cora Lume, it's pretty good. The 007 and 013 doing pretty much about the same. What do you think, guys? It's pretty good. It's about the same. The proportions of the 013 are not too much smaller, but it's the same, and it'll glow pretty much all night. Very dimly so once the initial brightness goes away, but it should glow all night. So it's pretty good. Yeah, let's just turn on the lights. Shall we get the ISO back down to 400 from 10 billion? And this is a long review, yeah? Okay. All right, final thoughts. So at first, when I received it, I was kind of disappointed at the size. That's what she said. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. She was super stoked. Yeah, whatever. But so, like I said, I was disappointed with the size, but then I wore it for a bit, and I really started to like it. It's just kind of cool, you know. It's a mini 007. It works well on my smaller wrist, and in my opinion, it's also would be a fantastic watch for a lady. You know, it would be her big watch, especially if she knows what she's getting, which is a well-made, beautiful, legit diver's watch. Could it have a hackable and windable movement? Yeah, heck yes. Would love it if it came with a hackable, windable movement, like a 4R36. Is that a deal breaker for me? Absolutely not. Not for me anyway, because I like this thing. It makes me happy. I love looking at it. I appreciate its size. That's what she said. Wait, what? Yeah, dude, Yeah, she totally she totally did that. Yeah, yeah. I got nothing. Okay, okay. Anyway, so uh, what was I saying? It makes me happy. I just think it's freaking cool. I love that Seiko makes this smaller version for those of us with these chopstick wrists like mine. It's rad that they do this. I don't regret getting it. I'm keeping it. I might even mod it. We'll see. What do you guys suggest I do? I mean, I know there's bezel inserts. I don't think there's crystals for it, but I might just even just leave it alone. I think it might just be perfect the way it is. I am gonna do a separate strap change video for this coming up, but I might just leave it the way it is. So, hey, Uncle Jimmy, what's up? Do you want to do the outro? Yeah, okay. Um, okay, that's the review, guys, and keep moving forward. That's TJ Hunt stuff. You can't do, don't you use ours. Oh yeah, okay. What is it again? Oh my god, just get out of here. Okay. All right, good. All right, guys, that's my review, and thanks for watching.